Okay. So now I'll show you a few other major and minor thirds in different keys, just to give you something to kind of be able to duplicate until you really get the concept. Then you can create your own. So major third in G is going to be following the G scale, first of all, so make sure you know your scales. You can get those off of YouTube or from a book. G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus your octave. So a major G scale, you're going to use a whole and another whole. So a whole note, stack another whole note, that's your major third, okay? And I'll be building the triads out after we learn the third, the major versus minor thirds. So if you want to do a minor G, alright, so we're going to have a B flat in there instead of a B natural. This is called a B natural, that's called a B flat. These can be called flats or sharps depending upon what key you're in, so if that's confusing to you, I completely understand. They have different names. These don't. Well, that's not true, because you can call that a C flat, but God forbid anybody who does that abomination. So in this G minor, this is called a B flat, because instead of playing the B, you're going down. Flat means down, and sharp means up. So G to A is your whole note. A to B flat is your half note. So there's your G minor. Okay? So let's do another one. Let's do D. In this one, we're going to have a sharp. So here's your D scale. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and then there's your octave. So you have two sharps, C sharp and F sharp. And the reason they're called sharps instead of flats is because we're moving up, and this is an F sharp, F natural, F sharp. So you're moving up. All right? If we were in a different key, that might be called a G flat. So we'll get into that more another time. So to stack your D major, the bottom of a D major triad, so to make a D major third is going to be two whole notes, D to E, E to F, sharp. So D to E, E to F sharp. So again, you're going to skip the note in between, skip the note in between. That's your triad right there, okay? And the reason why I'm touching that E is just to show you how to create it as you're counting up. You can also just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your major third, but it's good to understand your scale. So that's why I'm showing you the note in between. It's also important because as you're learning to play, when you're, when you play this, let's say you've got a D major chord. If you're in D and you want to do a flourish, you need to know what keys are okay to play in, unless you're doing blues and jazz where you want to bend the scale a little bit. But for simple rock and folk, if you're in D major, you don't want to go like this. That's more of a Middle Eastern scale, so it would be. So it's good to know what your notes are in between. So you could just count those 5 notes up to get your major third when you're first starting out, but I think it's better to understand your scale. So D, E, F sharp, there's your major third, okay? Now if we were doing a minor third, that's D minor. Here's your minor third. Whole note, half note, D minor. And that's not a full chord, I'm just doing the thirds right now. Alright, so there are 3 different keys that you can practice and just start learning how to learn how to do it in A major third, A minor third, try a crazy one, E flat major, E flat minor. Just work on learning those relationships because it's a language, and the more that you see it and practice it, the more that you can recognize it.